Welcome back to WaterparkRangers. Let's play Pikmin 2. Last episode, we entered this new dungeon, the subterranean complex. And it's the last dungeon in the Valley of Repose. We've just begun it. It's going to be a long trek down, so I suppose you could even say that the fun starts here, folks. I'm not sure when we're going to be done with this place. It could take a while. Maybe we'll be done by, like, episode 42, if this is 39. I don't know. That sounds a bit much. Did it really take that long? Maybe if we're done by 41, that sounds realistic. Anyway, here, just showing up my fancy rocket punch skills. Look how quickly that allows you to kill enemies like the snowball orb. I almost feel like I should be marketing this, like Billy Mays. Hi, Billy Mays here! Are you tired of taking so long to kill snowball orbs with your standard crappy ice pilot punches? Well, get your gear together with the Brute Knuckles! With the Brute Knuckles, the snowball orbs are cleaned up in an instant! Wow, that's like my first Billy Mays reference since, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets! Wow, back then I had my OxyClean reference. And back then I watched some of those older videos. I feel like I sound like I'm sick in all of them. For some reason. Or, like, tired? I don't know. Maybe I literally was sick or tired when I was recording them. It was December, so maybe I caught some cold or something. But no, I was kind of like that in Luigi's Mansion 2. Or I should say Luigi's Mansion also, now that Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out for the Nintendo 3DS. It looks kinda... I don't know, maybe it'll surpass my expectations. I gotta say, I was blown away by the reviews for Skyward Sword. Like, IGN is giving it heaping praise, even though it hasn't, like, come out yet. They're like... I know it sounds crazy, but it sounds like they're gonna give it, like, in the high 9s or maybe even a 10. Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. I know Famitsu hasn't given it a score yet. I know it sounds crazy because Famitsu is weird and they give like 40s to Nintendogs and whatnot. But typically, when Famitsu gives something a 40, it's worth your time. Like, they give some weird stuff 40s though. I'm surprised though, I always felt like their Mother 3 review is really low. And back to things that matter, now the dungeon's rusty metal theme finally shows itself. Swooping Stitchbug, kind of a prick because it can throw your Pikmin right off the stage. Doesn't always happen, but it can happen. And, as you can see, plenty of careening Dirigibugs to have fun with here. As well as bomb rocks that just fall from the sky now, so... Well, they did that before, but they also do it here. And this is the first place... Wait, no, is that true? This might be the first place where bomb rocks are also just already laying around on the floor. Now, normally I would recommend using purples against them, because, as I mentioned in the Submerged Castle, one hit to a purple, like... If you get one purple holding onto creating Dirigibug, the balloons instantly pop and it falls down. So you don't have to worry about it shaking off your Pikmin over and over. However, when you're fighting it, one thing you do want to watch out for is because purples hitting the ground with their quakes will instantly, like, cause a bomb rock nearby to explode. That does make them dangerous to use at the same time. So once again, I suppose that's a nice way of the game, like, rewarding you for being talented, but at the same time, like, and like, having a nice strategy, but at the same time, really making you pay for it if you can't pull it off. That's one of the things I loved about Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. I guess I gotta mention some stuff about that game too. And once again, call your Pikmin off if you're not sure if they can carry the treasure away, which they normally can't. I have to say, 1000 Year Door was a great game. I'm surprised that it took me so many years to play it. I saw it all those days in Blockbuster and thought, like, oh, I don't like Mario, so I really won't like this game. But 1000 Year Door is an exceptional game, and really, I think it should be owned by anyone who owns a GameCube. It's fantastic. It's an outstanding game, on all levels, really. Except for the jumping, I'm surprised. Like, Mario's known for platforming, but Mario's, like, standard jump in that game is just, like, it's not that great. Ugh, it's kind of like the beginning jumps in Kingdom Hearts. Another similarity with Kingdom Hearts is it actually has one of the most memorable runs of a final dungeon I've ever had. I remember that final dungeon in Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, I did it all in one night. The last chapter of the game, that last dungeon, did it all one night. Basically started at, like, when it was about 11 o'clock at night. Didn't stop. The fun didn't stop till about 6 o'clock in the morning. That was totally extreme. Totally radical. Now this floor here really isn't that bad like normally. It seems like it could be. Because of course, when you've got armored cannon beetle larvas, if you screw up, you do pay big time. That's why they're kind of like that troll enemy. Like, that's why they were in the Glutton's Kitchen, the troll dungeon of the game. If not the Submerged Castle, which actually is very trollish sometimes. I was watching this other Let's Play of Pikmin 2. Gasp! I watch other Let's Plays of the game that I'm Let's Playing. I just kind of feel like it, because it's interesting to see, like, people's reactions to the game also, and, like, how well they'll perform at certain points. And some people just have a disastrous time with Submerged Castle. I'm so thankful that the run of Submerged Castle didn't go so badly. It went fantastically, if I do say so myself. I've only had one run of Submerged Castle better than that one, as a matter of fact. But some people just got such a hard time in that dungeon. Literally, they had one time when the Water Wraith literally spawned on top of them while they were carrying the treasure back. And yeah, so if that isn't bad luck, I don't know what is. Well, hopefully, I'm not speaking too soon, because who knows what could go wrong here. Looks like a lot of treasures are basically, like, really easy to get in this dungeon. And did I just get the same one twice? I'm pretty sure I picked up that same one last episode. I mean, last 4. Whoa! No way! You! Douchebag! I thought that the corpse would stop the rock! Is this a freaking running joke or something? Like, on every third sub-level of the Valley of Repose, I run into one enemy that I have a perfect strategy for taking down. And then they exploit some stupid... Oh no. To basically ruin my chances of the dungeon. I can hardly speak. No way. That was worse than the bull bear. It killed more than that electric cord did in a single freaking rock that I had perfectly blocked. That it clipped the edge of the corpse and stomped my party. Well guys, welcome to Let's Get Our Asses Kicked in Subterranean Complex. It's only gonna get worse from here, folks. I can't believe it. Normally this is the one floor where I'm like, okay, this isn't dangerous, there's no bombs. Because all the floors in this dungeon are full of bombs and therefore, like, super dangerous, because bombs are, like, really dangerous. Okay, I was really worried for a second there. I was like, are you shitting me? Because I thought that the egg was literally going to hit the treasure, clip it off the edge of the stage, and all the Pikmin carrying it would die. If that happened, I might die too. If that happened, I might be tempted to reset, but I know that I wouldn't, because I promised I wouldn't, and I'm tenacious. We're going to keep going down. I praise my tenacity. The only thing that I've just never been tenacious enough to really do, besides get good grades, LOL JK, is defeat in Kingdom Hearts, the first one, defeat Sephiroth in Proud Mode at the current level I had in my file. I kind of just, like, lost interest in it. Like, I don't know. One day I might do it. One day. And then I might record it, because now that that was way back before I started LPing. So I might actually do a recording of me, finally, the day that I beat Sephiroth. Any day that I go up to challenge him on that file, I guess I'll record it, and then maybe I'll have something to show. Guys, I have to say, I apologize for how horrible that run went on Sub-Level 3. I feel like I owe you an apology. I owe myself an apology. Also, I try to apologize for my filthy sailor mouth. It happens sometimes, and I can't say I'm proud of it. Ugh. But it's never without good reason. And if that wasn't a damned good reason, I don't know what is. That was awful. This game. Pikmin 2, I never knew that at this point you'd make me have the capacity to rage like that. And as you can see, this floor is basically like the White Flower Garden, but better. Because you can get more Ivory Candy Pop Buds. You can get the same amount of Ivory Candy Pop Buds here. But the difference between here and the White Flower Garden is there will always be 3 on this floor. No matter how many White Pikmin you currently have. So if that isn't awesome, don't know what is. Well, maybe it isn't awesome and there's more stuff that's awesome than it. But it is pretty awesome, all things, like, accounted for, wouldn't you say? Also, it's nice that we have a good group of White Pikmin. I don't consider it too cheap that we have so many White Pikmin here. Going up or down? We're going down. Although, normally I might even consider retreating. If this is your first time playing through the cave, and that happens to you on Sub-Level 3, that didn't even happen the first time I played, then I might consider leaving this dungeon with the geyser and then coming back. Because with the boss here, your first time through, it's pretty hardcore, not gonna lie. And we're gonna continue going deeper through this dungeon next episode.